Alright lads, and welcome back to another episode of my Rangers career mode on FIFA 18, and today is the first game of the Scottish Cup and we are away to Partick, so we'll be getting into that game. And I just want to say thank you so much for the support recently. We've just gotten by 770 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. That's absolutely amazing. We've actually gained 100 subs in the past month, so that is absolute great. It's crazy to see that. But anyway, we're going to get into this game away to Partick. So Morelos to kick things off, gives it into McLean, he gives it over to Odger back to McLean, over to Ryan Jack, he plays it left back where Bierman is, Bierman then plays it into the middle to McLean turns with it and plays it over to Candace turns with it and gives it to Tav overlap on the right wing, he swings it in, there's Morelos with the header, and the keeper has a save to make there as Bierman on the attack now, gives it up to McLean gives it back to Osblees, he gives it up to Bierman with the overlap again. Bierman with a couple of probably unnecessary step overs, but he gives it back into Osblees then gives it into Odger has time to take a shot and bang that one into the top bins and bag his first goal for Rangers. What a way to get it, his debut in the Scottish Cup and his first goal for Rangers. What a goal that is. You probably can't get a better goal for your opening goal. I mean, you can get a better goal, but what a goal that is to get your first goal for the club. I mean, he's got time to hit a shot right into the top corner, no chance for the keeper, and we are 1-0 up in the 8th minute. Now Partick on their first attack really in the 33rd minute as it gets played into Salmon holds it up and plays it into Erskine, he hits it but it gets blocked and Cardoso tries to clear it but it's a poor clearance. Spittle then headers it onto Salmon, he gives it back to Spittle, he has a shot but that one goes over the bar. And now 45th minute, Dumbaya has it for Partick, but that is going to be half time and we go into the break 1-0 up. And after our goal and Partick's chance, there wasn't really much happening in the half, but anyway, Odger on the ball, gives up to McLean, what a ball that is. In the 47th minute, he does step overs to get inside, goes into the box, has a shot and puts us 2-0 up. And right after the half-time break, we go 2-0 up with McLean, and what a ball that was from Odger to play him through it. I mean, he didn't really have any pressure on him. I mean, the defending was really poor there to let him get played through that easily and to cut inside that easily, but it was a good goal for our part from the pass and the shot. But anyway, in the 57th minute, Bierman collects the ball, has a shot, and that one goes just over the bar. He hasn't scored this season, so it would be nice to get him a goal, but Morelos giving the ball away as it comes to Lawless for Partick. He plays it up to Salmon runs with it as he manages to hold off Bruno Alves. He then keeps going, he goes into the box and he gets to the byline really by Alves, he gives it into Erskine, he has a shot but Wes makes a brilliant save there to keep it a clean sheet for us. Now 88th minute, we're on the attack with Edwards down the left side, he gives it into Morelos gives it back to Edwards goes into the box, crosses it into McLean, he has a shot but it's a good save by the keeper and then Partick clear it. McLean now on the ball, gives it back to Candace, he gives it back to McLean does step overs, he kind of gets tackled, holds onto the ball though, swings it in, Joe Don't Do takes it down, gives it to Ryan Jack, he's got time to hit it and he bangs that one into the back of the net, and that's another goal for Ryan Jack. Not as spectacular as his other ones in the recent episodes, maybe not recent episodes, episode 6 or whatever it was where he scored some absolute bangers, but that's another good goal. And yeah, we're just kind of putting on the pressure. Partick just kind of gave up at this point and I brought on Joe Don't Do and he got an assist, so until he gets a goal he's still getting called Joe Don't Do. But anyway, Joe Don't Do on the ball now, gives it to McLean going into the opponent's half, gives it to Odger plays it over to Candace turns with it and gives it over to Graham Dorrance, who came on for Tav because Tav got injured a wee bit. Graham Dorrance step overs onto his left foot, swings it in back post to Edwards, but I thought it was offside, but then the scoreboard changed and he's not offside, so Edwards bags himself a goal. Like, I don't know how it wasn't offside. I think I actually checked while editing and he's like so close, like an inch from being offside. So yeah, timed his run perfectly, Edwards, so he did. But that is 4-0 and that is going to be full time as Partick kick things off and they can't have enough time to go up the park. It wouldn't have been anything anyway as we go through to the next round, to the quarterfinals of the Scottish Cup. So that's a good convincing first win. And as you can see, Tav is out for 5 days. A little bit quick there, but Tav was out for 5 days. I can confirm he will be in the next game, so he's not missing a game, so that's not too much to be bothered about. And I'll bring Edwards into the starting 11. I drop Candace, not as if he was playing bad, but I wanted to start Edwards, see what he could do as we go into this game away to Ross County in the league, and hoping to carry on the form from last game after the 4-0 victory. But Eckhart for Ross County on the ball, nobody's closing him down, he has a shot and he actually hits the bar, and I was actually so shocked at that it just came out of nowhere and he hit the bar, so I knew that Ross County were actually going to give us a game, but Morelos has a shot and that one goes just wide of the target and it remains 0-0. But Ross County giving the ball away to McLean. McLean lays it off to Jack, who gives it up to Osblees. Osblees plays it up to Morelos. It's a brilliant ball, but that is offside, and the linesman was actually really slow to put his flag up. That's why I went on to finish it, because if I saw the flag go up I would have just punted that away. But yeah, Morelos scored it, but it was offside, and Eckhart on the ball again has another shot, and that one wouldn't have been far away either. So Eckhart is the danger man for Ross County. This is what I figured out, and yeah, two out shots from outside the box and he was unlucky from them. But Mackay now on the ball, losing it out to Cardoso. Tav punts it up and that will be half time, and it remains 0-0 going into the break, hoping to actually break Ross County down. We haven't really done that. We had a long shot with Morelos, but that was it. And now Edwards on the ball in the 51st minute. He's got time to run with it. He plays it through to Morelos. He's 1-on-1 with the keeper, but the keeper makes a good save. It was kind of central, but it was still a decent save. But McLean now on the ball. He gives it over to Edwards, who continued his run. The left back just commits himself so much and he loses out. Edwards got time to cut inside, do step overs, has a shot, and the man I put into the starting 11 for this game puts us 1-0 up. So great managerial decision there, of course, as Edwards bags his, I don't know, third goal. I think that's his third goal. But I mean, he's been in good form since he's came into the squad. He's only 18 or 19 and he's really been showing some good form. So as he keeps improving, he looks like he could really burst into the first team and become a regular. But now Odger on the ball in the middle of the field, plays it to Ryan Jack. Ryan Jack gives it back in the middle to Odger. Odger gives it up to Morelos. Morelos turns, plays it through to McLean. McLean, who I thought was offside, but he's not offside, and he bangs that one into the top of the net. It was pretty high in the net, and once again, just like Edwards with the header in the last match, I thought it was offside. I mean, it looks blatant as I was playing it, but no, it went on, finished the ball into the back of the net and put us 2-0 up against Ross County, as this was a difficult game. But anyway, Morelos on the ball, turns with it in the midfield, gives it up to Edwards. Edwards gives it over to Tav on the overlap. Tav goes to the byline, swings it into Candeas, and he misses the target from there. I don't know how he missed that, but I guess Candeas isn't known for his headering. But 90th minute, we're going to see this game out as Gardine has the ball on the right wing. He swings it in, should be an easy catch for Wes. What just happened? I don't know if you remember earlier on in the series, but I actually made a question for this for you guys, but the Ross County keeper done the exact same thing, and it was like, what was worse, the Ross County keeper's error in real life or the game? But that was just the exact same from Wes. I just skipped the replay. I was like, I don't want to see that again. But that should be something FIFA should work on, because that's not going to happen in real life. A keeper coming out to punch it and just completely miss it, that's not going to happen, especially when he's not really under pressure. So yeah, we won that game 2-1 anyway. It's not really a big deal, just lost our clean sheet because of it. But if it was 2-1 in the 90th minute and they scored that, I would not have been happy. But we go into this game against Hamilton with pretty much the same starting 11, and I think I put in Lee Wallace now for Bierman. That's kind of the debate in the comments, and now not really a debate, but Morelos goes on to put his 1-0 up. But Bierman or Wallace, like some people are saying Wallace, he's a club legend. Some people are saying Bierman, he grows to a really high potential. So it's not a debate, it's just folks saying play Wallace, play Bierman. And I will try to even out the game time with him. Preferably I would like to play Bierman because he's got a higher potential, as Lee Wallace won't grow, but Lee Wallace is actually a good player to play with. So I will, this season and next season, I will most likely switch them evenly, but as the later seasons come on and we stay with Rangers, possibly, I will keep Bierman in the squad most likely. But anyway, Edwards now on the ball, has a shot, hits the post, and Ryan Jack is there to tap that one in. And I've not really been commentating over the game, just talking about Bierman and Wallace. Like, what about Henry? Henry's just out for injury. We've got 3 left backs. So anyway, yeah, we can save that for another time, as we are 2-0 up against Hamilton now. And as you can see, when Edwards hit the shot, the keeper just stood there, didn't even dive for it, and then Ryan Jack with a fancy finish there. And not like Ryan Jack, that's actually his second goal of the episode. That's not like Ryan Jack, although in the season he has actually been scoring quite a lot of goals, so it is like Ryan Jack. As Edwards has the ball, has a shot, and puts that one into the back of the net, and that's what, 3 goals in 3 games for him. So he's definitely telling me I want to start every game. ahead of Candace. I mean, Candace has been playing well, but if Edwards keeps on scoring 1 goal per game, that's his 4th goal already for us, so he's in great form right now. As Hamilton in the 31st minute was pretty much our first attack. He comes up to Bingham, he has space to play it over to Crawford, he hits it, but that one goes wide. Now 45th minute, Osby's on the ball, a wee heel to heel flick, gives it over to Tav. Tav on the right wing gives it in the middle to McLean. McLean gives it to Osby's. Osby's time to have a shot, and he bangs that one top bins. Like, we're just scoring so much at the moment. Augier, that was a really similar goal from Augier's in the first game. I think it's actually the same stadium that Hamilton and Partick have, Town Park I believe, as it's actually quite an identical goal if you look at them both. So yeah, that's 4-0 in the first half. Like, that, we're absolute dominant against Hamilton. I'm not sure what the score was last time against Hamilton. It might have been a draw. In fact, they beat us at Ibrox. I just realised they beat us at Ibrox. So this is payback. This is hard payback. As Edwards on the right wing gives up to McLean in the second half. He gives up to Morelos. Morelos on the right wing cuts inside of his man. He holds off his man to hit the byline. Gives it into Edwards. Edwards to time to hit it. But what was that? What actually was that? I just couldn't believe it. That's a simple tap in. But anyway, I brought Watson on for Edwards right after that. He goes in and has a shot, and what is that? Like, what? We were so clinical in the first half, and we just can't score to save ourselves in the second half of this game. But anyway, Tav on the ball now in the 19th minute. He plays a 1-2 with Watson and then goes into the opposition's half. He then goes by Leon, but that doesn't matter because that is full time and we are 4-0 victors. We didn't score a single goal in the second half, but we didn't have to. We're 4-0 up. So that's going to be the end of the episode. We're going to sell Lee Hodson onto, I'm not sure who it is we're selling him to. St Johnstone it is, and hopefully he sells. Next episode it will be Hearts, Hamilton in the Cup, and Celtic. So I'll see you all next time. Bye.